The title Intersect relates to how individuals communicate across like time and space through modern communications. It's spelled two different ways to talk about the disassociation or disconnect which can happen through that process when we're not speaking face to face, when we're speaking through technology.
Stefan and I have worked together before, at first as graduate students at the Rochester Institute of Technology, and then we were in an exhibition together a year and a half ago or so, which restarted our talk about collaborating on something like this. The main sort of locus point is this piece, which I also just call Intersect, this 60-word poem that's spoken. That's the main double performance. So that's myself and Agnes Nokshiji, and we're both performing to the spoken words. There's 60 words plus one. The last word is maybe. And it's being spoken and performed to in the English language and Albanian language. And the list poem is written in the English language and Albanian language, so you could read it on the glass in the exhibition space. And so the idea was to bring it into the space and have this pre-recorded performance playing. But during the opening exhibition, there was an element where 3 sets of performers, a man and a woman, performed to the same words in each of the corners. And conceptually, I loved the idea that we were connected in the same room. There was a live performance quality to it, yet you couldn't see the 2 performers at one time. They're in opposite ends of the room. So you have a connection, but that same disconnect. So there was something, the words themselves, the idea of the piece is still the thing that holds it together. And those performers did their performance. They were post-processed. And now if you come to the exhibition, which wasn't happening on the screens on opening night, if you come to the exhibition, you'll now see those performances on the vertically mounted television sets. That's
kind of the main thing that you notice when you come in, but there's also a series of 11 works by students from the K300 Advanced Digital class, which I'm teaching at here in this semester, that have created these individual intersect pieces. There's one that's dealing with Vimeo speaking and dissecting the Vimeo speaking. There's others that are spoken word poems with some imagery that's intended to sort of overlap. There's some revelations of being very uncomfortable with the process. There's others that seem very warm and very comfortable with the process. There's one that involves drawing blood and using that as the response to the theme of Intersect. So I'm very pleased with what I see. I really think it was a rich collaboration. So these video correspondences and the main piece, which is principally about language and the relationship of language to the body, both speak to how we communicate through language to each other, and how that way of talking to each other is augmented and to a certain extent breaks down through modern technologies. And they all are kind of working and exploring this idea of how do these technologies change the way we communicate. A lot of our relationship decisions are based on what was written in a text, for example, or the projection of oneself in the media. I'm doing it literally with my projections, but we do that in Facebook. We do that with all the social media. We construct an idea of ourselves. And I would like a viewer who comes to the exhibition to think about that, think about the semiotics of relationships, the semiotics of the body, and to come home feeling like it's theirs as well. It's not just seeing someone else's work, but it's also, we're situated together in the experience of new, modern, contemporary, interpersonal communications, and that they have a direct effect on our lives.